Welcome to JamieandMarla.love. I'm Marla, and JamieandMarla.love is all about mastering the chemistry of love. And today, one of the really cool ways to master your chemistry of love is to learn about energy conservation and introversion, extroversion, and balanced. And when you're not living in your passion, you get burned out. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So, it's fall here in Boise, and it's spectacular, as you can see. We've got some beautiful red trees over here. You can hear the geese making all sorts of fun noises, and it's game day. Boise State University, our blue field, it's game day today. So there's a little bit more action in the Julia Davis Park here in Boise. And this is Jamie.
Yeah, here I am. And, I wanted to get all the colors and things in the film, so introversion extroversion is an important thing to know about, and what it really is, it's you know that burnout, when your energy level is low, introversion extroversion is often the culprit, and so that when your gas tank is empty, it's often because we're not knowing how to engage in our life in a way that is energizing rather than depleting.
Manage that tension. So in a relationship, both Jamie and I, when we got married, we were both extreme extroverts. I've shifted a bit to more in the balanced range, and Jamie is still on the high end of extroversion. In our relationship, what that looks like for us, it's not too difficult because we're both excited to stay home and Netflix and chill. Who isn't? And we also like to go out and be with groups of people. For me, I prefer groups of people that I'm more familiar with, whereas Jamie, he can meet anyone, anytime, and be completely comfortable with it.
Yes, ever since I was 3, my mom says I asked a stranger to blow my nose one time. So there you go. We're all born
That's an extrovert right there.
That's what it's like. And so knowing where you are on the scale, and it really is a scale in 3 parts: introvert, extrovert, or ambivert. And so
and it's 70% of the population are really in the more balanced range.
Right.
Well, not extreme one end or the other.
Right.
So that leaves the other 30%, 15 extreme extroverts, 15 extreme introverts. And confusion. Extroverts think that introverts are snobby or shy or quiet, and they usually misunderstand them.
Right, and in a coupleship, that can be a real problem when she never wants to go out, or he never wants to go out, and the other person does, and so then there gets to be this how do you do this? How do you manage the tension? And sometimes work plays a factor in your relationship because you're spending all of your energy at work doing the thing that maybe isn't in your
Either you're
energy
isolated,
cycle.
If you're an extreme extrovert or an extrovert, and you're isolated at work in your own little cubicle, it'll drive you insane, and you'll end up getting up and talking to people around you. If you are an extreme introvert, you're totally happy to have your own little space, and if it's a busy area, you're gonna be distracted by
Right.
it. It's burn your energy. That's the most important thing. Your adrenals are gonna be shot.
Well, and there's strategies we can give you around those kinds of things that will energize you during the day. One of the things that we talk about is sandwiching exercises. We always like sandwiches.
Who doesn't love
but what we're talking about here is that, put a space between the time that burns the most energy for you so that you can gear up in the way that you need to, either with your introversion, if you need quiet alone time, or with the extroversion when you're going to be going into the cave for a long time for work or whatever. You can sandwich those activities, and that can really help the energy you have for your partner, right? And so introversion extroversion is the first step in a 3-part personality test that we do, that we'll talk about the sensory preference and the personality test in the next couple of videos. But just take stock. Are you an introvert, extrovert, or are you balanced in the middle?
You go either way.
Right, an ambivert, right?
And it's interesting because I had brain surgery, and since my brain surgery, I am much more introverted. And what's interesting about that is we've been married for 30 years, and so that was 2 years ago, so a lot of years, 28 years of being more extroverted. And so we had to learn how to shift a little bit, and I had to learn how to take time every couple of hours to just relax, chill, no FaceTime, no whatever those are,
no screen
Facebook,
time.
FaceTime, also screen time, any of those stuff to balance that.
And so in that, gauging your weeks, every week could be different for you, but primarily we find ourselves in one of those zones, and understanding that and living into it in our partnership can really make all the difference in terms of empathy and connection, which of course that emotional sexual loop that we always want to be mindful of in our connections with everyone around us.
Yeah.
So if you would like to email us, and we will give you a free introversion extroversion test. It'll take you 5 minutes, and it'll give you a definitive position on this scale that will give you an idea of what's really going on with you.
And you can email us at jamieandmarla.love@gmail.com.
All right.
Easy to find.
We'll see you there.
Have fun.